What's going on YouTube? Shy here with another video. Was going on a run, then decided I'd just make a quick video on a few lessons I've learned in my early 20s. As you don't already know, I'm 21 years old, so I'm still very young, but there's a lot I've learned in these past couple of years being away from home. And the number one lesson I've learned was being a student. And honestly, I think once I turned 21, I've learned the majority of my lessons, because growing up, I always thought that my way was the right way. And that led to a lot of mistakes and, hardships and just hard lessons I had to learn when it could have easily been avoided. But I don't, look at that as a bad thing. I just looked at it as an opportunity to learn and grow. What I mean by being a student is asking questions, being open to receiving, being open to learning information, valuable information that'll help you get through life. Getting older, I really am realizing that we're here once. So use this time, utilize your time to grow and to train your mind. And that'll lead to my next very big lesson, is focus on yourself, especially in your early 20s. A lot of, kids are in serious relationships and marriage, kids, and they have these commitments, but they still have a lot of growing to do. There's a lot of kids that are still married or still in relationships, and that is why a lot of relationships suffer because of, my thing is, sorry, I'm sweating, and this wasn't planned, so all of this is kind of just off the top of my head. But in a relationship, any relationship, meaningful relationship, you want to be able to bring value. Not just money, but value, intellectual value, emotional value. You want to make sure that you're okay emotionally. And a lot of emotionally damaged people go into relationships and they end up hurting themselves, and they end up hurting their partners too. So I've made mastering my emotions and training my mind like a muscle to be my top priority before I'm able to be in any relationship. Until I'm able to bring any value, help anybody, I gotta make sure I'm good. Which brings to my third lesson, is loving yourself. Loving yourself is, honestly, I'm gonna turn around. Loving yourself is just like, it's so important to have that bond and have that relationship within your own self, and just learning about yourself. Just lately, I've been really taking time to really prioritize my own happiness, and I do that by writing down my thoughts. Humans just have so much thoughts, because even with social media, we accumulate so much information. We have so many questions, and a lot of humans tend to keep those emotions inside, and it ends up boiling up, and then it ends up coming out in the wrong ways. So for me, what I like to do is, whatever's on my mind, whatever questions I have, I write them down. And just writing them down and putting them out to the universe, I'm able to receive those answers, not just from anybody, from myself. Most of these questions I have the answer to. I just have to put it out there. And that leads to my next lesson, is communication. How's it going, man? Communication is just with anybody, being able to communicate and let others know how you're feeling. And all of these lessons ties into in here. It ties into your mind. And it's very easy to overthink and to let these thoughts accumulate your life. Sorry guys, I kind of got a little off track. I tend to get distracted, especially when I'm walking. I see others biking around and stuff. I tend to wave or say hello, so I kind of got distracted. But what I was saying was communication, not just to the outer world, but to your inner world, to yourself. Communicating to yourself. being like, you know what, Rashad, I'm feeling this way because of this, or these thoughts aren't serving me, or this person said this and I don't like that. I'm going to express that thought, so I'm not letting it take over my brain. I'm not letting it, ruin my mood. So that alone, just being more in tune and just being able to fully express my thoughts and be in surrender to my own internal world, and putting it out to the external world to create more of a solid understanding in between two individuals, or just anyone, because people aren't mind readers, and that leads to my last thing I've learned. And yeah, this video is kind of short. Keep it short and sweet. I want to just continue doing videos like this. But last is perspective. I had a talk with one of my close friends, and we were talking about how perspective is your reality. Your perspective shapes your reality. So anything in life, any situation that happens, good or bad, you have the choice to look at it however you like. So why not choose to look at it in a way that'll serve you, in a way that'll benefit you? For instance, say you're a NASCAR driver and you're in 16th place. You lost. You worked your whole life for this, and you lost pretty much. You could either look at it as, I'm not good enough, or these people work harder than me and maybe this isn't for me. Or you can look at it as, I learned. Now I know what to do. Now I know what not to do. Pretty much, if you grew up constantly winning or being spoiled, you're not really putting yourself in situations to grow and learn. And that all just ties down to the whole student aspect of the game. I've just been so curious about this human experience that we're living, and I just have so many questions, and it just makes me so happy, and it makes me so at ease that I'm able to answer these questions on my own half of the time. Half of the time, you really learn from experience, honestly. You could, read books, and you could ask people, and you can listen to gurus and all these self-help, and they'll tell you, go about things this way, or live life this way, or do this, or don't do that. But truly, once you really put yourself out there and put yourself in positions to learn and grow, that's real growth. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. The video didn't have much structure to it because it was very spontaneous. I'm just like, you know what, let me just tell my fans or my audience, supporters, or if you haven't watched, let me just let y'all know, let me just tell y'all what's on my mind. So yeah, if y'all have any other videos, ideas in regards to just life in general, please just let me know in the comments below. If you want me to open up more about dealing with thinning and how that affected my self-esteem, let me know in the comments below. I'll feel free to talk about that. Anything, I just want to just be able to talk to you guys. So thank you for watching. I think I'm at 299 subscribers, so one last one, get me to 300, man. I'm so grateful for just all my supporters, and just where I'm at now, and I wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you guys. I hope y'all have a very great day, and I'll catch up with y'all later. Peace out.